A rogue AI has trapped other robots, and it's up to you to rescue them and form an all-powerful robot squad. My name's Kanan, and welcome back to the home of Switch Gaming. After you've customized your robot in, well, let's face it, a few hilariously funny ways. Top left is objectives, as in the things that you've done and the things that you still need to do. Just hit plus to see what they actually are. Controls are simple enough, but are a little, I would say, too sensitive at times. The game starts simple enough with a little moving around of objects and getting to know the controls, and then getting a good feel for the gameplay. And then the game truly gets started. One thing you need to know is this game is hard. If you like a challenge that will take you a while, and I mean a good while to complete, then you will like this. Unless you're one of those that can complete things like this in just a click of your finger, in which case this game isn't going to last you very long. Now, that objective list I spoke about before is also a slight hints list. Will kind of give you subtle nudges in the right direction and which way to go to complete certain tasks. Completing a level will give you a rundown of how well you have done and what you needed to collect and how many and what you actually missed. And there's a lot to do within these levels. In fact, they'll be ranging from finding codes, stacking objects, moving objects, breaking things, throwing objects, using machinery, using consoles, turning things on, off, using lifts, and more. Also, working out clues on the walls. And so, how does this all add up? Is it any good? Does it play well? Well, it's hard. In fact, so hard that level 3 took me 45 minutes to complete. Yeah, I know. And that wasn't even completing it fully. That was just getting out of the room so that I could progress to the next level. But this is kind of a good thing, as it only comes with one chapter with 6 levels in it, with more coming in 2021. So something to look forward to, I suppose. And the actual content, as in the extra content, will also be free, which is also good. I found it a fun game to play and very challenging, as I mentioned, and it has a very cutie type look to it, but with a modern type twist. And as for the sound, well, it's and as you can hear, it's kind of, well, probably what it needs to be honest. It kind of like steps up to a line, but never really goes further than that line. It kind of like stops and never steps over. This is an extremely difficult game to rate for me. I really like playing this game, even though it frustrates me incredibly and makes me swear, especially when I've done something and realise I shouldn't have done it and have to reset the game again. The controls can be so sensitive that you'll be doing multiple things of the same thing over and over again because you've overshot something, or you just can't quite get it accurate enough because you're going past, or not far enough because you're too scared to give it that extra oomph because you know you'll overshoot it. It just all feels a little bit fiddly now and again, and kind of feels like it needs tightening up. Then there's its shortness. It's got 6 levels, but an hour per level at just over £8. Does it add up? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, for someone like me, I'll get my £8 out of it, because 45 minutes per level, more or less, will take me ages to complete and levels to come. But I'm guessing we're rating it from what it is now, not from content to come. But as I said before, if you're really good at these sort of games, you could fly through this, I'm guessing, and then what, go back and try and collect everything or do everything? And with all that in mind, I'm just going to have to rate it for me. So this is for me, and I'm sorry if you feel differently if you purchase it, but I'm going to have to give it a 3 out of 5. Area 86 is just above average game because it is just an above average game. It's a puzzler with, decent charm to it, and it's rock hard, or at least for me it is. So it's a challenging puzzler. As I said, for me, I'm already feeling I've almost completed this and I want more. It's that there's the finish line, but I don't want to cross it because I want to carry on playing it. Not taking the extra content coming in 2021, unless you're watching this in the future, which hopefully you've actually got that content and hopefully it's decent. So I suppose that you have something to look forward to. But unfortunately, all those downfalls kind of takes it from a 4 out of 5, which is what I'd probably be scoring it if it had tighter controls, if the content was there now. But it's not. So unfortunately, it's a 3 out of 5. But that's still slightly above average. And as I said, it's just for me. Hopefully, others will agree with me if you buy it, which I kind of urge you to, because there is a good game in there. So what do you all think? Will you pick it up or let it rust away? Let me know down in the comments, because that's what they're there for. Hit that like and subscribe button and join me again on the next episode of Switchheads. And remember, it's always better when we all switch together.